Howdy, y'all. I'm Adam, the Renaissance Nerd. Rings of Power. Well, we all know what it is by now. We know it's trash from top to bottom. In my opinion, and you can check out my reviews, you can check out the panel stream. This is Mordor Country every Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I've laid out my case. I've had others come on to pick up pieces that I've missed. We've built a foundation now at this point. We know what Rings of Power is all about. It's not about Tolkien. It's not about respecting the lore. It's not about giving something good to fans. It's about agenda. It's about attacking fans. That's one of the things that really sticks in my craw. This incessant need to attack the fans by the shill media and their allies, the stands, the SJWs, the woke-tards, all of them. I cannot comprehend attacking fans. I can comprehend arguing with fans because that's what we do amongst ourselves. We argue. Hell, all you have to do is, for a minute, listen to myself and others right now. We're arguing about little things in different areas, depending on your franchise, but it's a fan debate. There's no malice tint. What's going on with Amazon, their allies in the shill media, mind you, and then the useful idiots, we call them the stands and the SJWs, they are maliciously attacking people. They are maliciously going out of their way to create a scenario where we, the fans, are the bad guys. So it's not a surprise when shill media like The Guardian continue to push it. This is from yesterday. Today is September 6th. Yesterday was September 5th. Stuart Heritage, I don't care how you say it, continues to try and change the narrative of how bad the show is, how poorly it's received, especially by normies. Tries to change the narrative. The backlash to rule them all. Every controversy about the Rings of Power so far. For a second, before you go down, you think, oh, they're actually going to point out why the show is so bad. Oh, how wrong you are. This is a list of woke-tard SJW bullshit. Let's just get right to this person's list. This soy boy's list. But the main reason why it's difficult to form a consensus is the internet. Even more so than usual, it's being especially internety about the Rings of Power. Oh, blow it out your pretentious ass. Churning up no end of controversies about it in service to the discourse. Here's a quick compendium of what we've all endured so far. You're going to see a theme here. We're going to read each of these. We are going to read each of these because I want you to enjoy this with me. The racist backlash. The most pressing and yet most depressingly inevitable controversy has been the wave of keyboard warriors. Oh, you mean cowards behind keyboards like you? Inverting reality. You are the cowards behind keyboards, not us. We're simply stating our opinion and our devotion to things we love. The wave of keyboard warriors ranting about wokeness. Lenny Henry, for example, plays a proto-hobbit. Again, they're going to use the terminology that Amazon wants you to know. No, first, they're hobbits. Harfoots are hobbits. And second, we call them lovingly here on the channel, dirty goddamn hippies. Which has caused a noisy minority of viewers to complain that Amazon has ruined their favorite thing. They were so excited about this series, and it now has been spoiled. It's exactly what happened when Star Wars and House of the Dragon introduced non-white characters. The whole thing is miserable. All they have is the racism card. All they have is the racism card to play. This is a joke. This is trying to paint the narrative that we're moral and pure. That's what virtue signaling is. We are the ones who see nothing, yet Look at these evil people who just wanted their shows to reflect what they read in the books. Oh, yeah, we're the bad ones. Amazon blocking reviews. All of the above caused Amazon to force a 72-hour delay of user ratings for the show to prevent the sort of ugly review bombing that has hurt everything from Ms. Marvel to Bluey. What the hell is Bluey? In recent months. The delay was brought about so the team of moderators can parse all the reviews and weed out those deemed to have been written in bad faith. You mean probably everything that says why the show is terrible? Including race swapping, which is a doorway to changing source material and lore. I mean, let's look at every single review and every single discussion. Have we made fun of the race swapping? Yes. Or the inclusive and diverse casting? Yes, we've made fun of it. But when it boils down in every single review and discussion that you watch, we're criticizing the show far beyond that stuff. We mock it. But that's not even the core reason of why it's all so bad. Just look at moments where scenes don't make sense when things magically disappear. Where magically Galadriel has her dick dagger in her hand and then suddenly doesn't. Where did it go while she's swimming? Oh, we're going to criticize that. We're going to spend a long time on that. The delay was brought about so they could parse it. The hope is that this will create a more honest picture of how the show's received. Oh, it's so honest when you lock down initial reviews and then curate them to weed out the ones that do not fit the narrative and the spin that you want. Yes, that's honest. That's an honest picture. However, Amazon is banking almost everything on the Rings of Power, and the worry is that it will protect its investment by deleting reviews people who legitimately don't like the series very much. We will have to wait and see how successful the strategy is. How about it's already ruined it? It's already ruined any legitimacy because they blinked. The truth was instantaneous. Actual fans pushed back, and Amazon blinked. Oh, look! More racism. Although the diverse casting has done a lot to slow it, some viewers have still made a point of reminding us that Tolkien's books were very much of their time. In a private letter, Tolkien described his subhuman orcs, this old argument, as repulsive versions of the Europeans, least lovely Mongol types. While his books describe them as having swarthy complexions, there is also plenty of evidence that Tolkien opposed racism, but his critics point to orcs as a potential blind spot. Again, this pathetic line of argument that Tolkien was racist. Accents and even more racism. I mean, dirty freaking hobbits. There's no, they're just dirty goddamn freaking hippies. One of the oddest choices is to make all the Harfoots, the aforementioned prototypical, the hobbits, Irish. They all speak in hammy accents, are charming peasants. They're charming hippies. They're not charming peasants. They're disgusting, dirty little ass hippies. And their every move is soundtracked by composer Bear McCreary's aggressively annoying Celtic trill. That's actually true. The tracks are terrible. The score is horrible. It's one thing that the accents are dreadful, but the internet also pointed out the resemblance to John Leach's stereotypical and wildly unflattering anti-Irish cartoons from Punch magazine in the 19th century. No, most of us were complaining how dirty and annoying they are and how disgusting they are. No one's complaining about how bad the accents are of hobbits. We're complaining that they're annoying. They serve no purpose. They look terrible. And they are just, they're Frodo, Sam, and Bilbo inserts. That's what we're complaining about. We aren't talking about their accents. But no, you have to craft this narrative that we're complaining about it because it's about making it more racism. It's, oh God. Disa's beard. In The Lord of the Rings of Two Towers, we were told that male and female dwarves are indistinguishable from one another due to their heavy facial hair. Well, a female dwarf appears in the Rings of Power. Sophia Nomved's Princess Diza, and yes, she's as bad as she was supposed to be. People are going to say, "Oh, we like Diza." No, she's terrible. She's terrible. She's an oppressive wife whammons running that man's life. And she only has minimal facial hair. It's very easy to distinguish her from the male dwarves as either a very good thing or very bad thing, depending on what the sort of viewer. No, you see, we talked about the beard thing because, well, they didn't put it on, and when we questioned the legitimacy of it, they attacked us, the fans. And then they quickly scribbled in a little hair right here and called that a beard. And said, "Look, we're being accurate. Aren't you happy? Look, we did it." No, it's about respecting the lore. Disa's beard, dwarven female beards, it's about respecting lore. It's about pushing back when she's claiming I'm the first female dwarf on camera. It's about respecting the lore and the fact that you haven't, and that we questioned it and you attacked us. There's no that's what that's about. The controversy isn't about the beard, it's about disrespecting lore and attacking fans. Galadriel's armor. A promotional image of the series showed Galadriel, to all intents and purposes, at least I said that right, the show's lead, wearing armor. Some diehard Tolkien fans pointed out that the armor bore a symbol of Fëanor. You may remember that Galadriel and Fëanor were allies until the first kinslaying, which led to the House of Fëanor being banished as Galadriel swore an oath against him. Was this an oversight? Is this proof that... No. People aren't really complaining about that. Well, some were. The rest of us are complaining about the fact that Galadriel doesn't need to be portrayed as that. And that's the bigger push, that they have completely misrepresented Galadriel in this show. They've stolen other people's arcs. They've fashioned a false narrative, a false story around her, completely overshadowing and replacing what she really did during the Second Age. Also, they can have a strong female whammons leading a charge with a sword out. You can see here, all of this is another push by the show media to twist arguments that have been legitimately made by us, the fans, about this show. And now that we actually have the show in hand, we can point to moments where it's all wrong and why it's bad. But no, they want to twist it and say that the controversies are all because we're racist, that we haven't, that we're not, well, we're being mean because we're racist. Oh, because there's more racism. Oh, even more racism. Oh, and that we have no right to stand up for ourselves when we point out things and get attacked. And then, of course, to obfuscate the real reason we're angry about this Galadriel representation. This is an example of what they're doing. Days later, trying to create a narrative that paints fans in a bad light because they hate us. The show media hates us. Amazon hates us. Their allies hate us because, well, we're not going away because we were here first. We were here first. We are the ones who love these franchises. And we will protect them. And we will not let you destroy it. This show is not Lord of the Rings. It is not J.R.R. Tolkien's vision of his wondrous fantasy world. It is an abomination. It is billion-dollar fan fiction with self-insert and political, ideological narratives forced in there to be hammered upon people's heads. And the reality is this show is being rejected. It was rejected before it dropped, and now that it has dropped and we've seen it, it is widely rejected. And they are scrambling to spin it into some form of success so people don't lose their jobs. Well, in the end, we win, they lose. Because, well, the truth is on our side, as are facts and logic. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny Stan and SJW Fifis. hit the notification button, share my videos if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, leave comments. Love to hear from you guys. You guys rock. You guys are why this is fun. Don't care what the whiny stands or SJWs have to think, because 201, they are cowards behind keyboards. And every day, every video, every stream is meant to trigger them. Thank you again for watching this video. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therennerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.